Rocket League is the perfect example of a simple idea executed the correct way. It doesn't need complex progression or diverse player choices to keep it fun, it's just fun as it is. You've got fast, rocket-powered cars that can jump or fly around, and you use them to knock a ball into your opponent's goal. That's all there is to the core game mode. It is so rare these days that a game with an idea this basic actually ends up being a fully fledged, successful title. Rocket League is a great change of pace and has earned a lot of respect from me. Rocket League's main game mode, Soccer, as Psyonix likes to call it, is certainly a simple idea that anyone can get into, but it is in no way easy. The controls in this game are easy to learn, they work well and are fluid, but learning how to properly maneuver your vehicle in order to hit a moving ball at the right angle to get it to go where you want is another story entirely. If you're playing Rocket League, you've likely played other racing games and understand the basics, but controlling a car in this manner is an incredibly unique experience. Even people of hundreds of hours in ranked play still fail to properly control their car, especially as it's flying through the air. It's definitely a game that encompasses the idea of easy to learn but hard to master. While the standard soccer game mode is certainly the most well-known and commonly played, it isn't actually the only thing Rocket League has to offer. First, I should note that soccer does have some slight variations including 1 vs 1, 2 vs 2, and 3 vs 3, as well as ranked versions of each. The game has always had a solid competitive scene, so if that's your thing, this is a good place for it. There are sorts of other less serious game modes as well. As Psyonix comes up with more fun things to do with rocket cars, I'm sure we'll see even more added or rotated in. Currently there are hockey and basketball modes, which play much like how you'd imagine they would with fast cars. There's also a chaotic 4 vs 4 soccer mode, and a mode revolving around cooldown based power-ups that can do crazy things like teleport switching with an enemy, or summoning a tornado to toss the ball and other cars around. Gameplay. Rocket League is a fast-paced, sports racing game where quick reactions and planning are essential. Personally, I'm not a big fan of most racing games and practically no sports games. However, Rocket League really earns its own unique place around those genres. I would highly recommend just checking out a video or two from professional Rocket League tournaments. It should be quick to notice how some people are so passionate about playing and watching this game. If you're not the competitive type, Rocket League still certainly has plenty to offer you. Either playing with friends in casual matches or private matches against one another is an immense amount of fun. That can be said about many games, but you aren't going to find another game like this out there right now. It should also be noted that this is one of the few games out there that supports cross-platform matchmaking and parties. This has been the case to some degree for a long time, but just recently Sony finally loosened up on their terms for crossplay, which means Rocket League matchmaking is able to pool together players from every system. Graphics. The arenas in which you play on are all relatively small. This is not an open world game. For this reason, they are able to implement absolutely gorgeous arenas and backdrops while still maintaining very good performance across most computers. As time goes on, Psyonix continues to add more beautifully themed maps, all of which essentially play out the same, but add some pleasant variety that make each match just that much more interesting. The maps aren't the only beautiful thing. They certainly didn't want their rocket cars to get jealous of their environment. All the different cars perform practically the same, with only some slight difference in hitbox and handling. However, there are such a wide amount of options that most anyone should be able to find one that they love to look at. There are many free or paid cosmetic options for car bodies, wheels, cute hats, or even things like boost trails or goal explosions. User interface. The UI is as sleek and sexy as the rest of the game. Psyonix continues to make improvements to it, but it has always been very well designed. It's easy and fast to get into whichever kind of match you'd like. You can see news and patch notes in-game, and also easily see which song the in-game playlist is currently on. Controls. I believe most people would prefer to play this with a controller, and that's surely what it's mainly designed for. However, I have always played on mouse and keyboard, and I've never felt the controls to be awkward or difficult. Everything is also easily rebindable as well on either control scheme. Audio. Car engines roaring, crowds cheering, goal horns blaring, what's not to love? All of the expected sound effects of a rocket-powered soccer game are here, and they are quite satisfying. There are even some options for different engine or boost sounds for your car. Most of the music of Rocket League consists of EDM and other fast-paced electronic-style music, which is very fitting for the aesthetic of the game. The game has some solid original songs, as well as an increasingly large amount of options from other indie groups that fit into the game equally as well. In 2017, Monster Cat also partnered with Psyonix, allowing Rocket League to feature their new songs in-game via their convenient Rocket League radio. Final thoughts. Rocket League is a game as much as it is a show. The style and implementation of the game allows for it to be a very strong esport due to the high skill ceiling and the excitement of watching it. As competitive as it gets, it also has plenty of fun to be had for even the most casual gamers out there. It's an incredibly unique game and really stands alone outside of games from similar genres. This is the type of game that really will just come down to someone's personal preference of whether they will play it or not. It isn't held back in any way by performance or catering to only a specific audience. It's truly a game I believe that anybody can love.